Esha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Jayatam Suratopam Mamo Manda Matir Gati Matsarvasya Padam Radha Madana Dibbad Vrindaranya Kalpatruman Srimad Ratnagar Simhasanastav Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Deva Prishthalibhi Shepamana Smara Shriman Rasa Rasaramdhi Vamshi Vata Tadastita Karshan Venu Swanair Gopi Gopinatha Shristunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Kadachit Kalindri Tatuvipina Shangita Tarala Mudabhiri Nari Padana Kamala Rama Sambhu Brahma Marapati Ganesha Chitopada Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathugami Bhavantu Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathugami Bhavantu Jam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutai Stunvanti Divai Bhavai Vedai Sanghapada Kramopanishadai Gayanti Jam Pashyanti jam yogino.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada. How's everyone doing? Thanks a
Hare
lot for
Krishna, Guruji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Uncle. Thank you. So thank you everyone for joining this evening. So yesterday was a very auspicious day, very auspicious, very special day. It was the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. Very special personality, and I think we have not covered about his glories, his contributions in detail in our program. So I thought we can discuss about his glories, because if it was not him, we would not have been sitting here and hearing pure Krishna Katha or about Krishna, about pure devotion. The mixed devotion is everywhere, but so we'll see when as we progress and see, hear and read more about him, it will make more sense. But it's so much content about him, and so less we know about him, that it might not be possible to complete everything today, but we'll see how it goes. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So please request to all the devotees, when we discuss about these pure devotees, is not less than discussing about Radha Krishna in any sense. Even Krishna says, even Krishna gets pleased when we glorify these devotees. Because the question may come in our mind, why to worry about devotees? Let's have Krishna Katha, let's read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Of course, we should do that. But there are 4 reasons why we should do it. So we'll discuss those at least 4 reasons why we should also glorify the pure devotees, right? Not thinking that we are devotees and glorify ourselves or each other, but the pure devotees, our acharyas. So we will proceed and see how much we can cover today. And not only that, it was the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur yesterday. It was 150th anniversary, 150th appearance actually, not anniversary, but 150th appearance day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And so much so that it has been celebrated since last couple of months, this 150th appearance day, all over the world. Of course, ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, and all over the world. Even UNESCO has declared it as one of the celebrations in their manifesto. UNESCO is a UN body, United Nations body, with 192 countries members, and they have recognized his glories, which are not known to many of us very publicly, or so we'll see. So just like so we'll start with our pranam prayers, and then we'll go with the glories of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utpadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Brashbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnamebhyo Namo Namah. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So yesterday we had a wonderful celebration in the temple. So on the appearances and disappearances days of our acharyas, we should gather Srila Prabhupada's instruction in the temple and celebrate. Because both appearances and disappearances, although disappearances considered to be not so good, but when it comes to our acharyas, both are occasions to celebrate. So we offer Pushpanjali to the acharya whose celebration is there. And we could also, during the Pushpanjali, we also recite the pranam mantra for that particular acharya. And as you can see on the screen, the pranam mantra for Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is pretty long. So much, because his glories are so much that it's not easy to confine them in few words. So we will read these. We read them, these pranam mantras in the temple yesterday, but all of us can also read here. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at His lotus feet. Shri Varshubhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdhe Krishna Sambandha Vigyan Daine Prabhave Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances to Shri Varshubhanavi Devi Daitadas. This is another name of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We will discuss about this name also. Who is favored by Srimati Radharani and who is the ocean of transcendental mercy and the deliverer of the science of Krishna. Bhakti Siddhanta, Siddhanta, principle, the pure principle, the science of Krishna, with devotion, bhakti. Madhur Ujjwal Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaur Karuna Shakti Vigraha Namostute. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the personified energy of Shri Chaitanya's mercy, who deliver devotional service, which is enriched with conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, coming exactly in the line of revelation of Srila Rupa Goswami. Very, very important. What line are we coming in? Srila Rupa Goswami. Namaste Gauravani Shri Murte Dinatarine Rupanuga Vrid Siddhanta Dhvanta Harine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are the personified teachings of Lord Chaitanya. You are the deliverer of the fallen souls. You do not tolerate any statement which is against the teachings of devotional service enunciated by Srila Rupa Goswami. But Rupanuk Viruddh Siddhanta. Anyone who is talking against the teachings of Rupanuga, Srila Rupa Goswami, our Goswamis, he thrashed them. And there was a reason why. We'll discuss the history also, why it was needed to fight back against the people who were projecting devotion in a negative way. Because without understanding the history, we will not be able to appreciate the contribution of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, our Goswamis. We won't be able to appreciate that unless we discuss that history. So in Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Shri Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvataha tyaktava deham punarjanma neti mameti swarjuna. Very famous verse. Anyone who can read the translation, please? One of you can unmute and read the translation, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Can
Hare
read.
Krishna.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna says in this verse, anyone who understands my birth and my activities, my actions, because they are transcendental, they are not like the birth or actions that we perform because we are body conscious. He can go back to Krishna. It is divine. Similarly, just like Krishna's births and activities are divya, transcendental, they are beyond the three modes of nature. They are not under the control of this material world. Similarly, the activities of pure devotees of these acharyas, they are also transcendental. Very hard to comprehend sometimes. So just like we were talking, we celebrate the appearance and disappearance. We don't celebrate the birthday and death of pure devotees, our acharyas. Why? Because these pure devotees come directly from the spiritual world. They have no interest actually to come to this material world. But they are chosen by Krishna based on the time, place, and circumstances, that they are chosen and sent by Krishna himself to give shelter and distribute devotion to us. Because Krishna, he doesn't distribute devotion himself. Why? Because if Krishna start distributing and he start giving devotion, only few people people are interested, right? So he will be considered as partial. He wants to remain impartial. So what he does, he sends his agents, his devotees, his pure devotees. So once they were in Delhi, a person invited the devotees from the temple, and there was a birthday party of his son. So usually, always, like, what do we sing when we celebrate birthday? We, instead of happy birthday song, what we do during cake? We do Hare Krishna to you, right? Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you. And then in the end we say, may you never take birth again. That's the song, that's the wishes, that's the blessing we give to a person on his birthday. May you never take birth again. So this host, he became very upset. Why you are saying or singing that may my son never take birth again? I want him to take birth, earn a lot of money, enjoy, what else to be done? So this is the condition of this material world. They don't even have any idea that there is a spiritual world beyond this material world, which is free from all anxieties, all fears, all problems. But we want to come again here and again in this world to go through this cycle of happiness, distress, birth, death, sickness. It's just like a criminal. He does a crime, he goes into jail, and then after his period is over, sentence is over, he comes out, and then again he performs the crime and goes back to the jail. Would he be welcomed in the jail by the cops, police? No, he will be और पिटाई होगी इसकी, फिर से करके आया और पिटाई होगी. He will be sentenced, he will be punished more, right? So who is intelligent? The one person who is intelligent is one who thinks and prepares for this death so that he doesn't have to born again. This is the idea. This is the main goal of life. So when we are talking about these pure devotees, we are sitting here today because of the compassion of these acharyas, our devotees. So this is a great opportunity to glorify and offer our little gratitude towards Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur today. So before we go into further discussion, I was asked, there was a question that I brought up, that why to glorify devotees? we should read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? But these devotees are practically living or practically demonstrating in their life the teachings of these great scriptures. So in India also there is a great scripture called as Bhaktamal, which is nothing but the life stories, how these devotees lived, how they performed devotion. Wonderful, wonderful literature, this Bhaktamal. And Srila Prabhupada also mentioned that the reason we should glorify devotees, these pure devotees, number one, because Krishna gets very, very pleased and happy. Just not very happy, very, very happy when he sees the glorification of these devotees, when he hears the glorification of these pure devotees. Just like a mother or father, how happy they will be when their child will be glorified, right? Same concept. Number two, we glorify devotees because when we glorify these pure devotees, the impurities in our heart, they will go away. How? Because our default tendency, whether we say that or not, most of the time we express it, that I'm great, I'm the center of everyone, everything. But what happens is, we think I'm the doer, right? Even in services, when we are doing any even devotional service, until we come to the pure platform, we think we are doing it. I have done this service, I'm doing this, I'm that, right? So this is false ego. This is the impurity in our heart. But when we glorify these pure devotees, then we understand our service, my service is nothing in comparison to what they have done in their lifespan. It's not even a dust of particle. So our false ego will crush. Third thing, we will realize what a great fortune we have, that we are part of this great parampara, where such great devotees have appeared. Top class pure devotees have appeared directly from Golok Vrindavan. So all our acharyas, these acharyas are manjaris in the eternal pastime of Radharani. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is Nayan Manjari, directly in the seva of Radharani in Golok Vrindavan. So we realize our fortune. Who are we talking about? This is our family lineage that we are following them. This is our real spiritual family. What a great family we are part of. So that increases our faith in our parampara. That makes us more fixed in our parampara. Not only that, only number fourth, we become humble. Just like, because then we start realizing whatever I am able to do, it's the mercy of these acharyas only, that because they have given us this process. Otherwise, I'm nothing. So, and these acharyas, sometimes we see that, for example, one acharya has focus on something, some acharya has given more focus on something else, but the principles of the parampara are always same. For example, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, so let's see, this is our Gaudiya Madhav parampara. So in the bottom line, right here, bottom row, we see Srila Prabhupada, his guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his guru, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, his guru, Bhakti Vinod Thakurji Maharaj. Similarly, the whole parampara goes up to Krishna. So, if we see the teachings of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur here, he focused on Naam Jap more than anything else. And Srila Prabhupada, we all know, focused on preaching more, in some way, spread the movement. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he focused on the seva bhav. What should be the mood when we are serving Krishna? Because if our mood is not right, that seva might not even be accepted by Krishna. It may help us slowly to purify ourselves, but until our mood is right, It's more of consciousness. That's why Srila Prabhupada gave this whole movement the name Krishna consciousness, not just Krishna, because it's all about consciousness. So sometimes we see some acharya has gone focus on something else, but their principles, they're following the teachings of Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, of the parampara only. So let's talk about a history a little bit. Then only we will be able to appreciate the contributions and glories of these acharyas. So we all know that there are 4 bona fide sampradayas, right? To be followed in Kali Yuga. So they all come from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna himself established these 4 Vaishnava sampradayas. We are talking about Vaishnava. So the one we are following, we are part of is Brahma Sampradaya, Brahma Gaudiya Madhava Sampradaya, the leftmost. And there are 3 more sampradayas, Shri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kumari Sampradaya. So then it comes from Krishna to Brahma, the one we are following, Brahma Sampradaya. Narad Muni, Madhavacharya, and then a lot of acharyas are there, like in this picture here, we see, there's a whole chain. But at the high level, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. So in this sampradaya, Lord Krishna himself decided to appear in the mood of Radharani. So Radha Krishna combined, they appeared in this Brahma Gaudiya Parampara. And then 6 Goswamis came, other acharyas came, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Prabhupada. And then our Vartaman Guru Varg, our spiritual masters, who are the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. So Hare Krishna movement belongs to Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. Brahmaji, Madhav, and Gaudiya. Because the Bhakti movement was established by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gaudadesh, the Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. This is very important for us all, no matter who is trying to follow Bhakti, this history, this system should be very much clear to all of us. Initially for 2, 3, 4 years, it's okay. We follow everything and then we fix ourselves in one line. And then we start making progress. So this is again our complete list of all the acharyas in the parampara. And why following the line is very important? We have to receive the knowledge from the right source in disciplic succession of a spiritual master, beginning from the Lord himself. So we should fix ourselves in one parampara. No khichdi, idhar bhi, idhar bhagna, udhar bhagna. It will spoil our devotion, because then we will lose trust in everyone. Somebody has some mood and somebody else has some other mood. Somebody is following some sadhana which is given to them. Somebody else is following some other sadhana. So we will get confused. In their own way, everybody is okay. They're doing right. But if we start doing khichdi, then we start losing the faith. Before even we come to, we realize. So Srila Prabhupada's lecture on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So the teachings should be from the right source in the disciplic succession. So what happened? We all know for about 500 years back, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Lord, the Supreme Lord himself appeared. And he performed his pastimes. He established the Yug Dharma, Sankirtan, right? The Nam Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan. And he performed so many sweet pastimes, and then he left this planet. He disappeared at the age of 48 years. So then what happened? His movement was carried forward by who? Who carried forwarded his movement after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left? I hope everybody is listening. Hare Krishna. Question is, who carried the movement forward after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left?
Hare Krishna, the 6 Goswamis, and then other like leaders like Narottam Das Thakur and them.
Mhm. Everyone agrees with that? Or any other answers? I'm just trying to make sure everybody is making the best use of this time and they are attentive. You can say yes, no, or Hare Krishna is also fine.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu departed, the 6 Goswamis, like Subrat said, 6 Goswamis and some other, acharyas in the line, they were spreading the teaching. That was the order Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to them. Because by the time, it was the time, like we know, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, it was kind of dark period for devotion. Nobody was following anything. Everybody was doing karma kand and mixed bhakti. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established the pure bhakti, pure devotion. And then these 6 Goswamis and other great acharyas, his associates, they kept on spreading the movement. But just within 100 years or so, when all these acharyas, all of Goswamis, they left. When they left, what happened? It was a dark period for Vaishnavism, especially Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Because then there was nobody to give the teaching, and slowly, if there is no proper leader, spiritual leader, the teachings get diluted, mixed. So 3 times it happened in the history. So that, the Vaishnavism was in danger. But by Krishna's mercy, these great pure devotees, they kept on appearing and they established the pure devotion. So it was so bad that many up-sampradayas started cropping up. Now we talked about sampradaya, and what is up-sampradaya? Up-sampradaya means they were portraying themselves as the follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but not really practicing the teachings. On the name of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were mixing everything together. And very superficial practices of Vaishnavism were going on. So then what happened? After a few years, 3 great devotees, they appeared. Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, Shyamanand Prabhu. And we should go into their history also, how they re-established this devotion again, based on the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and 6 Goswamis. Great contribution. We always sing such great bhajans by Narottam Das Thakur, right? They are not less than any scriptures, their bhajans. So they re-established this movement again. Again, after their disappearance, again there was a gloomy, dark period for Vaishnavism. And then after a few years, a few hundred years, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Baldev Vidyabhushan on the right, this picture, they appeared. And through their writings, they revive again the literatures written by Goswamis. Again, the Vaishnavism came back. Again, when they left, dark period, right? Because this is the tendency of Kali Yuga. When we have a proper leader, spiritual leader, we are safe. Once they leave, the dark period comes for us. It may not look like the dark period. Sun is still rises, moon is still rises in the night. We all have floodlights in the home, but for our spiritual life, it becomes a dark period. So after their departure, dark period again, who came? Then one by one, we had these great acharyas who came. Rightmost, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Then his son, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. And then his foremost disciple who did miracle, Srila Prabhupada. It was also predicted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that in the future, my commander-in-chief devotee will come, who will spread the movement to the whole world, and who was none other than our Srila Prabhupada. So I hope it is making sense, because this is very important for us to realize that these devotees were just not, spreading the movement like this. They had went through great difficulties. They were almost single-handedly fighting with these forces who were mixing everything up. So Gaudiya Vaishnavism was falsely represented by deviated people who got deviated. They were still calling themselves as Gaudiya Vaishnavas or Vaishnavas or followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but their practices were all mixed up. They were not even following the regulative principles. And so much so that at least 13 up sampradaya crop up. It's a big number, 13 up sampradaya, meaning 13 groups who were just in their own way, they were mixing a lot of things. Now, seeing this condition at that time, before the appearance of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, what started happening? People started to run away from Vaishnavism. They even started abusing. If someone has to use a curse word or bad word for somebody, they used to say it's like a gali. It became a gali. Oh, he has become a Vaishnava. When I came to know about this history, it was very hard to believe. It became a gali. No one wanted to be the part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Such a shocking thing. Even this is funny as well as unbelievable. When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, he was posted, he was a great magistrate, district magistrate, great, very high rank official in the British rule. And he used all this material energy into devotion. His life is a very ideal grasta, how he used his position, his rank, of course, in performing his duties, at the same time, performing and spreading the devotion. But when he went, he was posted in Jagannath Puri. Many people at that time were thinking that Jagannath is actually Buddha, Lord Buddha, because no hair on the head, right? So it was so mixed up, so bad that they were thinking that Lord Jagannath is, it's not somebody else but Buddha. And Subhadra there is a goddess. I forgot the name of that goddess in Buddhism. They were thinking Subhadra is that goddess. And Balram is Maitri Buddha. Maitri Buddha is another name for laughing Buddha, because strong, big built. It was so bad. Not only that, on the altar of Jagannath, whom they considered as Buddha, they installed the murti of a dog, because there is a dog figure in Buddhism who is, worshipped by them also. It was unbelievably bad. And Gaudiya literature were missing from all over the places. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur couldn't even find one copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita that time. It was a very dark period for Vaishnavism. So, now, what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, he was determined to revive. He was not one of those, okay, हमें क्या करना है, अपना हम जाप करेंगे, and let the world do what they want. No, he wanted to revive the teachings. He was determined. So he fought back with these corrupted up-sampradayas. He didn't took the easy route. Let me chant my rounds. I know what is pure devotion, so that's fine. No, they had so much compassion because he was worried about the whole world. How will they get delivered? So he didn't think that, okay, I will remain pure devotee sitting at home. Let others do what they want. But he was determined to re-establish these teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he himself was a great Vaishnava. He's also a Manjari in the spiritual world. So if you think about it, that what parampara are we coming in, it should give us goosebumps. The Manjaris, the eternal associates of Krishna, they are appearing in this parampara to give us devotion. So in his this lifetime, when he appeared, he was a magistrate, very high rank in the British British rule. Somebody becoming a magistrate in the British rule, somebody Indian body, was a great deal, right? And he was well respected by both Britishers and Indians. That was very highly devoted. And he perfectly used this material energy, the rank given to him, the office given to him, and the influence he had as a district magistrate. It was a very big post. He used all this in the devotion of Krishna. And actually, he is the personality, if you remember, who got the divine vision. One of all of us who have visited Mayapur, Navdeep Dham, they know there is a birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Mayapur near our ISKCON temple that is called as Yoga Peeth. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, actually, he got the divine vision and he founded that birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even that birthplace was lost. Just 500 years back he appeared, and the next few years, 100 years, that birthplace nobody knew. So he was the one through divine vision, he founded that. And he was exposing many corrupt practices on the name of devotion. And how he was doing it? He was writing a lot of literature based on the pure Gaudiya Vaishnava teachings. So there was a prophecy. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, he is also known as seventh Goswami. Like we have 6 Goswamis, right? He did such a great literary work. He composed so much high quality literature that he is also known as seventh Goswami. Things like Jaiv Dharma, and I'm forgetting one of the very high class literature. We covered it in the Bhakti retreat also. We all gave the presentation, but I'm forgetting. Tungadir, do you remember that name of which is dedicated to the Krishna's Ashtayam Leelas with Nam Jap? He has tied up that how our Nam Jap, the stages of our Nam Jap are tied up to the Ashtayam Leela of Krishna. So I forgot the name anyway.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, no problem. So Shriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had a prophecy. Prithvi ate ache yat nagar adi gram sarvatra prachar highway mora naam. Lord himself declared, in as many towns and villages as there are on the surface of the earth, my holy name will be preached. It's given in Chaitanya Bhagavat. So one day will come where in each town, each village, whether it's a metro city or a small town like our Radhanagari, Reading, the name of Lord Gauranga, the name of Krishna will be chanted. And his prophecy has come true, is coming true, and almost there is no part on the planet where Harinam is not there. But at that time, when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur appeared, like I mentioned, it was a dark period. So he couldn't see how this prophecy will be fulfilled, but he had full faith. He could see that I don't know how it will happen, but he had full faith in the prophecy. In fact, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur also wrote a prayer, and he used to do this prayer, and he has this dream, this vision that someday from all over the world, Americans, Europeans, Indians, Africans, Japanese, Koreans, from every country, people will come together with their Indian brothers and sisters beyond all sectarian concerns and find shelter in this universal church of Sankirtan. Those were his words. Great vision at that time. Think about it. In 1800s. That day, people from all countries will chant. That day, people from all countries and of all colors will chant what? Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan, Gaur Hari. Can all of us just chant once? You can unmute yourself, all of us, please. And we can chant the name of Gauranga together. Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan, Gaur Hari. Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan, Gaur Hari. Hari Bol. See, for us to understand and see it happening is very easy now. Because Srila Prabhupada, in just 10 years of a life span, towards the end of his life, he created a miracle. He spread the movement everywhere. And then his followers from 108 temples, now we have almost close to 900,000 temples or centers. But at that time, it was very dark. So having this vision itself was very revolutionary. Okay, so now we will, it's almost 8:15 and we have not even came to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So I'm just trying to establish the history so that we can appreciate these acharyas and understand their glories. So during that time of his official term as district magistrate, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who is the father of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, he was posted to Sri Jagannath Puri. He was in Bengal. He was also in Navdeep for some time, few years. Then he was posted to Sri Jagannath Puri. Now, in those days, one who held this position of district magistrate, he was also, he used to administer the affairs of Jagannath temple. And as I mentioned at that time, Jagannath temple also, in Puri temple, think about it, Jagannath Puri, the main temple, all of these practices were going on, which were not quite correct. So he was instrumental in correcting them. And while his stay there, Lord Jagannath, because he used to pray to Lord Jagannath, how can I establish your movement, your teachings? So Lord Jagannath one day came to his dream and he told him, I didn't bring you to Jagannath Puri to handle this legal work or official work or to serve this British rule, but I have brought you here to establish the pure Vaishnava Siddhanta. So now Bhakti Vinod Thakur was also praying the same thing, but he said, but I have hardly much time left. This is such a dark period. How can I do it alone? I need someone to help me and continue this mission. So by that time, Bhakti Vinod Thakur started the concept of Namhata. We call it our program also Namhata. Namhata means where we all get together as a congregation and learn the science of Krishna and practice it and spread the movement together. If we are not spreading, we are not part of Namhata. So how can I do it? And by that time, by his efforts, he alone had thousands of Namhatas going under him. But he wanted leaders to, in the future, to come and take it up, the movement. Otherwise, again, it will be dark period, right? So he said he was begging for what is called as a ray of Vishnu, the blessing of Vishnu, who can help him, because he said, I really need a very empowered soul, not an ordinary soul, extraordinary soul who can establish this movement or help in this mission. Just like Advaita Acharya, he was crying and begging for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to appear at that time, seeing the condition of the fallen world. Similarly, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur was begging very intensely. So Lord Jagannath in the dream advised him to go to Bimla Devi's temple. Now, if we have went to or visited Sri Jagannath Puri Dham, we know there is a temple of Bimla Devi also, who is none other than Mother Parvati. There is sweet pastime how that Bimla Devi is residing there, but that pastime we will take up later. But in short, Lord advised him to go to Bimla Devi and request for a son. So even before all this happened, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's father, he was also a great personality. He already predicted that a great, extraordinary sadhu will appear in their family soon. That prediction was already there. So this I'm sharing because we are now discussing the extraordinary signs that were even present before the birth of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur got the dream of Lord Jagannath. And see, the dreams that these pure devotees get is not like the dreams that we get. Our dreams are based on our emotions, what happened during the day, based on our fears, anxieties, right? Sometimes devotees are very, very very expressive in sharing their dreams. But these pure devotees, when they get dream, it is this different from, it's a real thing, different from our dreams. Like they said in Jagannath Puri, Lord Jagannath, even today, he instructs the head pujari by coming in his dreams. Sometimes the stories are, there are plenty of stories where Jagannath, Lord Jagannath appears in the dreams of the head pujari of Jagannath Puri, and he instructs what to do, what not to do. And based on that, the affairs of the Jagannath temple are handled even today. Okay, so going forward, by the blessings of Lord Jagannath and Mother Bimla, son appears in Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's house, and the name of mother is Mother Bhagwati. On the right hand side, you see Mother Bhagwati holding little Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So, because this was the mercy of Bimla Devi, they named him Bimla Prasad, the mercy of Bimla Devi. So his childhood name was Bimla Prasad. Now he was born on February 6th, 1874. Now it is 2024, 150 years back in Jagannath Puri Dham. Now this birthplace, if you see here, next picture, this is the house where my cursor is, and this was the birthplace, house of, it is on the Grand Trunk Road, where this is a wide road in Jagannath Puri. On that road, Jagannath Puri Yatra happens. Now that has become a mutt, Gaudiya Mata and temple. So very, in this, there is a Radha Krishna Vigraha. On the right side, you see Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in the Vigraha form. Exactly that location his birth happened. Now they have made his Vigraha over there. Some more pictures of during his birth. Just when Mother Bhagwati was giving birth, loud Harinam Sankirtan was happening. So another extraordinary sign. So what happens in Jagannath Puri in July? In the month of July?
Rath Yatra.
Rath Yatra. Hari Bol. Jagannath Puri Yatra ki jai.
Yeah.
So in February, he was appeared, and just in 5 months, the Rath Yatra happened, right, in July. So even before we go to that past time, when he was born, there were some great signs. When astrologers saw his horoscope, they were amazed. And in the Vedic scripture, there are 32 auspicious signs mentioned in the body of a Mahapurush, a great spiritual personality. And most of the time, all the 32 symbols are not there in the body. Maybe 10, 15, 20 might be there. But in the body of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they saw all 100% 32 auspicious signs. Very rare. And when he was born, the umbilical cord, Hindi mein, I don't know kya bolte hain isko, nadi, right? I think. The umbilical cord, it was wrapped around his body like a Brahman thread. जब Brahman initiation होती है तो thread मिलता है. So he was like a born Brahman. Umbilical cord was tied around his body. And not only that, there was impression of a neck bead on the throat. Like जब कोई तुलसी माला थोड़ा टाइट पहनता है तो यहाँ निशान पड़ जाता है. So that nishan was already there in his body. So they were great auspicious signs. And so when Rath Yatra was happening that year, same year he was born, he was just 5 months old. Every year, what happens, Rath Yatra goes and on that road, and devotees push the cart, right? And sometimes the cart stops. Now, when Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra cart stops, it's not that it is stopped because devotees were not pushing it. No matter how many people can come, it will not move. So whenever Jagannath wants, he will stop the cart. Even today it happens. We can see it live, we can experience it in person when we go there. No matter whatever you do, it will not move if Jagannath doesn't want to move it. So it was not unusual. So on that day, also the cart stopped, but there were some extraordinary things that happened. The cart stopped right in front of the Bhakti Vinod Thakur's house. And not only that, the cart didn't stop for just 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, even one day, I think few years back only, it stopped for whole night. Jagannath didn't want to move, no matter what. So all the devotees, all the pandas on the cart were just sitting and chanting and doing, their bhajan. And next day, cart moved. But in this case, it was there for 3 full days. Everyone was amazed, what's going on here? Actually, some time back, there was a king, and similarly, the cart was stopped. The king was not understanding why cart stopped. So he ordered, out of his anxiety, out of his frustration, he ordered 20 elephants to come and pull the cart. He didn't realize that it is Lord Jagannath who is doing it. Nothing happened. And then same night, Lord Jagannath came in his dream and ordered him not to interfere in his affairs. Lord Jagannath told him, you may be the king of Jagannath Puri temporarily, but I am the permanent king of the whole universe, Jagannath. So don't interfere in my affairs. And that king understood, and he removed the elephants, and whenever Lord Jagannath desired, the cart moved. So here also 3 days, cart didn't move. So, and of course, what Mother Bhagwati did, Bhakti Siddhanta's mother, Bimla Prasad mother, she took that opportunity to jump on the cart, bring the little child and he carried the child and jumped on the Jagannath's cart. So there are 3 carts, right, in the Jagannath Puri, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. So she jumped on the Jagannath's cart, and she kept the child on the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath, near the feet of Lord Jagannath. As soon as she did that, the little Bimal Prasad, he started extending his hand and he touched Lord Jagannath's feet. So that was very astonishing, just a 5-month-old boy. As soon as that happened, the main garland, the biggest garland from Jagannath, it fell on the body of Bimal Prasad. That's a blessing. Not only that, as soon as that happened, cart started moving also. So it was almost like Lord Jagannath was waiting for his dear devotee to come out and waiting to give him his blessing. Seeing this, everybody got very amazed and they understood this is not an ordinary boy. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur he could already realize, seeing all the auspicious signs and everything. Now it was confirmed to him that the ray of Vishnu he was asking for as a blessing has appeared in his home. And he started nurturing him and training him accordingly. So, and I will take one more pastime today, and maybe we can. It's such a sweet pastimes all over his life that probably will continue if all of you agree with that. Next week also we can cover the remaining portion. So when child was, so this pastime happened, and in the Vedic culture there is a ceremony called as Anprashan ceremony, right? बच्चे को first time grain देते हैं. So that was done. So the first thing that was given to Bimala Prasad, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, was the Mahaprasad of Jagannath. And another ceremony that happens is when this Anprashan ceremony happens, in front of the little child, few items are kept. I don't know whether it is observed today or not, but in the Vedic culture, it is observed. So things like money, gold coins, grain, weapons, books, things like these will be kept. And the child, whatever child will pick as the first item, it is assumed that that will be his tendency, whether he will be Kshatriya, Brahman, or Vaishya, businessman, or a Shudra, depending on what he picks up. So during his Anprashan ceremony, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, being a great devotee, he kept Srimad Bhagavatam little away. Grain, gold coins were there, few other books were there, few other items were there, but he kept Srimad Bhagavatam little in the corner. And when they released the child, right away, Bimala Prasad, he crawled quickly and grabbed Srimad Bhagavatam right away, although it was kept not in front of his sight, little away. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to again confirm that the ray of Vishnu that he is hoping for is this child. Not only that, he somehow with his little hands picked up Srimad Bhagavatam and held to his chest, his heart. So it was not that out of coincidence he went there. He picked it up and he held to his chest. So very, very lot of extraordinary signs happened. And so later, so this place where he appeared, right? He was born. Later, in the past few years, when this temple was built, so devotees were digging, and the construction workers were digging the ground for the foundation. A sweet sandalwood smell was coming, very strong, not very like a very ordinary, but very strong smell was coming. Where? Exactly at this place where Bhaktivinoda Thakur appeared, near this place. So another sign of a great personality. So a lot of other incidents that as he grew up, what happened, 4 years, 7 years, and at very early age, he was became a very great scholar from material point of view also, of Sanskrit, English, mathematics, a great astrologer of his time. That's why he got the name Siddhanta. The whole community of astrologers, they gave him this Siddhanta title because he gave up commentary on the one of the greatest or the highest book in astrology, Surya Siddhanta. So he gave such a beautiful commentary just at the age of 12 years. Can we imagine that? So he got the title Siddhanta. So we'll see more of his activities and pastimes and his instructions in the probably next time. So we'll conclude today. It's already 8:33. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Anyone has any questions, any comments, anything you would know about Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur? You can share for a couple of minutes. Hare Krishna. Okay, if nothing, Vancha Kalpataror Bhesha, Kripa Sindhu Bevacha, Patitanam Pavnebhyo, Vaishnamebhyo, Namo Namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.